Let's move on now to the third main topic today. And the third main topic today gets submitted by Billy. And Billy writes, "Hey, John and crew. I hope all is well. All is well, Billy. Thank you for asking. New box office tracking has come out for Godzilla 2, and it is tracking for a $55 million debut. It's actually 50 to 55, but yeah, close enough. This film clearly has a hefty budget. So do you think if this film does open to that number, that people will say that it underperformed?" All right, thanks a lot for the question, man. And yes, the early tracking numbers for Godzilla King of the Monsters has come out, and it's not glorious. It's not glorious. You have to understand, there are a lot of movies that get made that a $50 to $55 million opening is great. That would make a lot of films very, very happy. However, right now, the reports are that the budget for Godzilla King of the Monsters is in the $200 million range. $200 million range. That's more than most films. I mean, it's obviously not Avengers' $357 million budget, which is just ridiculous, but that's a huge budget. That means this movie needs to make in the neighborhood of $500 to $600 million just to break even. And they're spending a lot on their marketing campaign too. Now, let's put this in context about how does this position with the other monster movies. They've done 2 other movies so far. They did the first Godzilla, and then they did Kong Skull Island. The first Godzilla in 2014 opened to $93 million. That's nearly twice of what they're projecting this one's going to open to. And at an opening of $93 million, it went on to make $529 million. They're going to have to go over that. They're going to have to go over that $529 million just to hopefully break even. Just to break even on this damn thing, they're going to have to go well over that. All right, let's look at this other one, Kong Skull Island. It opened to a much less $61 million. However, it went on to make more money than the previous one did at $566. So there's an interesting kind of interesting sort of weird dichotomy here. On the one hand, you've got the first film that opened with much more, made less, and the film that opened with less ended up making more. So that's an interesting dichotomy here. But still, none of that is good news for Godzilla King of the Monsters, projecting to open to between 50 and 55 million. Look, I don't think it's hyperbole to say that's disastrous. That's a disastrous number. That's not good, my friends. That's not good at all. Because if Godzilla opened in 93 and went on to make 529, look, again, you can have Godzilla King of the Monsters open at $50 million and go on to make 700. Absolutely you can. Sure you can. Avatar opened to 70-something billion and went on to make $2.8 billion worldwide. So it can happen, but it's extremely rare. And I'll tell you what else. I don't know why the hell the tracking numbers are so low on this. This movie looks great. This movie looks wonderful. I mean, I think the trailers have been great. The design, the creatures look great. It looks like they've corrected, at least on the surface, it looks like they've corrected the mistake from the first Godzilla movie, because everybody's big criticism, obviously, of the first Godzilla movie, rightfully so, was that there simply wasn't enough Godzilla in the Godzilla movie, right? That was the big criticism, and rightfully so. But everything about the marketing we've seen from this Godzilla movie seems to suggest that, you know what? We've heard you. And now you're not just going to get Godzilla and a couple others. You're going to get Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah. You're going to get and they said, what? How many did they say in the movie? There's 17 Titans in this. So they heard our cries from the first Godzilla, corrected that. Trailers have been magnificent. The whole marketing campaign's been magnificent. The posters look great. And it's tracking at $55 million opening. I got to tell you, I'm a little bit flabbergasted by that. I don't know what people are wanting to get more interested in this movie. I think it looks fabulous. Maybe the truth is people got turned off by the first Godzilla and maybe Kong Skull Island, and now they're not all that interested. But here's an interesting question that I got. And remember, tracking can always go up, right? So they're tracking right now 50 to 55. Hey, this thing could open at 70, 75. Then it's got a little bit of a better forecast from there. But here's an interesting question. What does the studio do with Godzilla versus Kong, now that it's already done shooting, if Godzilla King of the Monsters unimaginably flops? What if Godzilla King of the Monster flops? Which I never would have thought is possible. But opening with 50 to 55 million projections, that's not good. What do you do with Godzilla versus Kong? You've already shot it, so it's not like you can just pull the plug on the movie. But you've probably still got a lot of money you got to spend on all the post-production of it. Do you scale it down and put it straight to Hulu? Or some streaming service? Do you stay the course and just trust that Godzilla King of the Monsters is a good movie, and if you put out Godzilla versus Kong, the audience will come back? It's an interesting question. I gotta believe that this movie will open bigger than 50 to 55. At least it better. They better hope it does. So I gotta tell you, man, these numbers surprise me quite a bit. But anyway, there's that. Okay, jump down to the comment section. Let me know, what do you guys think? Are you guys surprised to hear about the opening tracking numbers? Does it now make you worry for the financial future? I still think the movie looks awesome. I can't wait to watch this thing. But I want to know what you guys think. Jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts.